Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back to Scrap Mechanic. So let's see what we're going to continue on with today. First off, I want to introduce you to a few changes that I have encountered. Not so much that I've encountered, but things that I have learned, found, and discovered. First, you can weld stone chunks and tree trunks to your to blocks and bring them back to base for harvesting. The problem I ran into, however, is I cannot delete the blocks that I'm welded to. So if I want to process these, I have to go back to doing it the old-fashioned way. So I might have to jump in the drill car and see what I can do, because I don't want to do that. The problem with drilling is I scatter these things all over the entire map. The second thing I want to introduce you to is Nick Caged, or Caged Nick. I found if I follow the road way up into the far side of the darkness of Oblivion, I found a end of the world camp had 3 of these guys in them. I couldn't weld those guys, but somebody told me that you could weld these guys. Apparently, I'm going to just go out and then say that I think there is 2 different colors, flavors, textures, designs, whatever for these guys. One you can weld, one you can't. This guy comes from a camp with just himself, and I can weld him. But the one with the camp with 3 or 4 of them in it, I think it had 3 in it, I couldn't weld it. The good thing is you can build onto him. Because he's weldable, you can weld a platform to him, and then you can build away from that platform, making it so that you can use him for creations. I also did a scavenging run where every bot dropped component kits. So I was able to go and get myself 2 things. First, I got myself a little cook bot. I made a platform to float on. I had this all built and it was floating nicely, and then like the whole gazebo, everything was floating beautifully, and then I put the bot on it and it sank. So I lifted it up and I tore it apart, and I put a layer in here. Let's see if I can get a view of it here, of the high tier wood and of bubble wrap. I'm not going to say how many times I went swimming for oil to get all the bubble wrap that I used. It made no difference. The floating mechanic in this game is screwed. There's something really wrong with it, which really sucks, because most of my map, all my good loot POIs, the ones that all have gold chests and stuff, are all on islands in the water. So I need a boat or some means of transport. So I just put him on a concrete pillar, so it looks like he's floating, but he's really permanently mounted. Just in case you're wondering, it's like, ooh, how'd you get that to float? Well, that's how I did it. I didn't. But I wanted it to look like it was floating. I wanted to have it so it looked like, my little food bot here, he came in and, docked up his little floating restaurant, because I'm the only surviving customer he has. I put a sensor underneath, so when you walk in, he's attached to a controller on a bearing, so he'll rotate back and forth when you stand in front of him. I put a chunk of walk meat on a grill. Get some embers down and under the grill there. I had that painted black, but for some reason the color seems to disappeared off of it again. What else? I mounted that giant sub to my table, so it looks like I can sit down, have lunch, watch outside. The only drawback, of course, I'm running into is the guy will occasionally hook on the lights. Same, I went and I made a couple of these scrap chairs. That's the word I'm looking for. I went back to the ship and made a couple of those, and I found something at the ship that I forgot or didn't know I could salvage. So I grabbed them as well, and that was these 4 handles. They're by the door and in the bathroom area of the ship. You'll find 2 pairs. Go grab those if you want those handles for anything. What else did I do? Oh, I grabbed, in addition to Mr. Happy over there, little shorty, I grabbed a garment blot. I have found some garment clothes. Like, I've only found 5 boxes so far, but I can finally change back to at least clean, non-singed clothes. Go back to at least the default textures of the mechanic, so I'm not running around wearing grubbies. Of course, there's no way to actually look at yourself, right? You can't. Free camera, which, whatever. So there's where we're at now. Put that in here. You can process that. Something else. The little chests. These little chests, they only mount to the bottom. So you can't to stack them in a row so it looks like they're stacked on each other. You'd have to start at the top and work your way down. Just put one block in, put the thing in, put a block in, put the chest in. I don't know any other way to put them down. That lets them, because they don't stack on top of each other. The mounting points at the bottom. The thing is those chests, one of these chests holds, I believe it's 10 items per stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So one of these holds 20 items. And they're fairly inexpensive. One of these holds 30 items. And they are quite expensive. The only good thing with these is they mount in any orientation, and they are capable of being loaded and unloaded with pipes or devices and such. So for basic general storage, I think those little chests are probably your best option to go. Just build a lot of them because they take up less space and they give you more, basically more storage per block kind of thing. So that, I think, brings us up to date. That's everything that we have been doing. I've been doing a lot of grinding. A couple of trips out to the cotton farm. I've only got one spot that I found so far that makes cotton. I found a couple of ember forests, a couple of more ember forests. I haven't found any interesting POIs at all, and without being able to okay, that's cute. Without being able to actually travel on the water, some of the POIs I'm looking for are really, like, some of the ones I've seen are really difficult. So I really do want to build some sort of either amphibious or all-terrain vehicle that can handle water transport. I have a few ideas in mind, and it's probably far more than I am capable of at my current skill set, because, well, you know, I actually know nothing about building stuff. So I'm going to get him going on these things here. I want these unlocked. I'm kind of curious as to them. But I'm thinking of building is some sort of walker. Some sort of like a battle mech. Something like that that can walk in the water and on land. It's as long as it's able to have legs that are deeper than this maximum water depth. I should be able to walk above, like have it so that the cab is above the water height. So that might be a probable solution. The other alternative is to build a flying vehicle, and, well, I spent 6 hours yesterday swimming to get bubble wrap for this, which didn't float. It's only 2 layers thick in bubble wrap. I don't even think it's 2 layers. I think it's like 1 layer and then a second layer in some areas in bubble wrap under here. As you can see, it's not even that. It's basically 1 layer. And it took hours of swimming. I swam until I hit the edge, the map border in this direction, which is the same direction as where your crashed ship is. Without, like, really with very little benefit. Fuel is the same thing. It's like the only thing I have that uses fuel is the is my little drill car, and this I swap out either with drills. Like I'll pop this off and I'll put the saw blade onto the red block there. So it's either drills or saws, depending on what I'm after, or if I'm just clear cutting. But I still have to go up to the bush and haul the junk out. I was hoping, when I saw this method, I thought, oh, this will be really handy, because I'll just make like a trailer and then just pick up loads of this crap, throw it all in the trailer and bring it back, and then I can just set a grinding platform up and just drop this into the grinder and let it run. Yeah, not being able to remove blocks, like, you know, it's like blocks that are within the hitbox of the stone cannot be removed. So once they're welded, you're done. So yeah, setting this up so it's on an auto grinder is probably not going to happen. Because these things just, like, they go absolutely crazy when you start trying to remove them. Yeah. You're not. You are. You are. So you'd have to literally sit there and pick this off one at a time. So I'm going to grab the drill and I'm just going to grind this thing up. And we'll see what we can do. See what we can do about learning how to build a walker. The other thing I have to do is I have to build I have to get the stuff together for a spud gun. Now, looking at the list, I need, to get a spud gun, I need blueberries and oranges. Now, I have found orange seeds, so I can start growing oranges, but if I plant more than 4, I get a raid. So what I'd have to do is either plant small batches or plant one large batch and prepare for a raid. I don't want to deal with a raid right now, simply because, like a large raid right now, simply because, well, I don't have any defenses up, and the spawn locations are literally right here. They spawn right on this location, right up here by this tree, and right over here by the honeycomb on this little island. That's where they spawn, and it's not hard to defend against small raids, but the larger raids might be a little bit harder. So I do need to build some sort of defenses. So it's a matter of getting resources for defenses to continue on here. Literally go out, grind more materials, come back, and build more stuff. And I would like a lot of stone. Concrete would be preferable. Yeah, concrete would be preferable for the actual barrier out here. And I want to take it, I'd like to try to keep it around these flowers. I want to keep these alive so I don't have to go searching for these. I'd love to be able to plant cotton. That would be awesome, but yeah, that won't happen anytime soon. So don't go away, kids. I'll be right back after I've ground up these rocks, and maybe we'll go do a little bit more resource collection or something. I almost forgot my dress bot. Not sure what that was. Get him working on that. Yeah. We'll stick with the coat for now. They give me the lift t-shirt. Okay, I'll be back after he made the rest of these. I'm going to unbox all 5 of these today, so I'll be back after that. And I'm going to continue with the grinding. Okay, unboxing item number 2. Purple shirt. There it is. Need a hand with nothing in it. Well, it's nicer than the ugly coat. Well, we'll see. Oh, well, you're doing faster than I expected. It's a third. I have a laugh at the give me a lift one. Control Freak's not bad. This shirt actually looks nice. Well, he's pounding away. So some of them seem to go longer, and some of them not. There he goes. This method is actually taking longer than it would if I was just breaking them out in the bush. Or out in the wild, I guess. Because I'm having a harder time hitting these blocks with the drills. It's like, I don't know, they almost seem to need to do more damage. Because the drills usually smash those blocks fairly quickly, and I have to sit there and keep pounding away on it. Okay, stop giving me shirts, dude. Ooh, shoes. Shiny red shoes. Okay, that's not a shirt. I am going to make a proper thing for him. Okay, let's see if we can... They're kind of like red work boots. Or red gum boots, I guess. He says different things every time he opens up one. Okay. Kind of a... You got the shoes on the wrong feet. I don't know, these look more like safety work boots. I'm not too fond of the color, but for what we have, we only have the one type of gloves. We have the burned fingers, yeah, and then we only have the one pair of pants. But hey, we're looking a little bit more like somebody who knows what they're doing. I would like to see glasses or something like that. I mean, I'm so nearsighted it's not even funny. I have to wear glasses for everything. Anyhow, I just noticed how long I've been prattling on about random junk on the base here. So, I'm going to say thanks all for watching, kids. Nick Cage and I are going to go back to grinding materials. I guess it's the only thing I can really be doing for the next little while. I want to, between now and next episode, I want to get the materials together to build, at least build some sort of a wall that I can defend against bot attacks. I want to keep it so that their spawns are over there, and I can literally just fight them off right here. I've got to clean up this pile of debris, which isn't going to be too big of a deal, and a lot more grinding. A lot more grinding. Yeah, this... Don't recommend doing this for material collections. Like, that's a little stone. There we go, that one popped. See, it's like the drills almost aren't even hitting them. Like that should have popped both of those. And then once you knock them loose, then they break. I don't know. Advantages to this method is your collection area is fairly contained. Disadvantages to this, well, you're having to haul. This is actually a lot more labor intensive, because you have to pick up and mount every one of those pieces individual, and then you have to bring it back. So transporting it back is a real pain in the backside. And then you still have to do all the work of grinding it. Where if I grind it in the field, it's in the field. I take the tractor out and we load up. We'll be building a proper trailer for this that I can haul several of these crates on, or even a mobile refining system where I literally just take the trailer out, park it, pick up what I can, and then grind away. Let them grind away, and then I can just drill and come back with refined materials. Like just fill these chests with the refined blocks. I think that might be something that I'm going to have to start looking towards doing as I start having to travel further afield for resources. But for now, yeah, this is going to do it for today, kids. Thanks all for watching. Hope you're enjoying Scrap Mechanic. And I'll see you in the next episode. Good night for now.